Do you want to be a truly great leader? Forget the rank or the suit, the endless meetings and the buzzwords. Forget the pursuit of your next promotion. The real secret to excellent leadership isn't found in a management textbook. It's forged in the trenches. It's built upon unwavering principles that prioritize people over position. It's about serving, protecting, and above all, caring. Greetings, team. This is Christopher Littlestone of lifeasaspecialoperation.com, and in today's video, I want to talk about the number one characteristic of my favorite leaders. It's about being loyal down the chain of command, not up the chain of command. It's about serving your subordinates, not your superiors. One of my all-time favorite colleagues was a Special Forces officer named Scott. We went to the Q course together and were in the same company in 7th Group. What I like about Scott was that he always did the right thing. He was thoughtful and caring and full of integrity. Scott worked so hard and with so much care. Everyone loved and respected him. I even used Scott as the basis for one of my characters in my short story America First. Scott was not the leader who wanted to make colonel or general, although he did retire a full colonel. Scott just wanted to do the right thing by the men under his charge, and everyone could see it. Everyone could feel it. At its heart, genuine leadership is about caring. A truly effective leader sees their team, their subordinates, their flock, not as a cog in a machine, but as individuals with aspirations, challenges, and lives beyond the task at hand. This isn't a soft skill. It's the bedrock upon which all other leadership qualities are built. When you genuinely care about the well-being, growth, and success of those you lead, it changes everything. Your decisions are no longer solely about metrics or outcomes, but about the impact on your people. You listen more intently, you provide support more readily, and you celebrate successes with authentic joy. When your team knows, without a shadow of a doubt, that you genuinely care about them, they will reciprocate with loyalty, dedication, and a willingness to go the extra mile. They'll trust you, not just because of your rank or position, but because of your heart. There's a saying that I always use to describe military leaders. A priest should be about the Lord's business, not about making pope. The best priests are the ones who shepherd their flock. The worst priests are the ones who use their influence and pulpit to gain notoriety so that they can make pope. As a Special Forces officer, I always found that the best leaders cared more about their flock than their career, and the worst leaders cared for their career and their ego and their ambition more than their flock. I'm not saying that ambition is bad, but I am saying that a good leader understands that their position is a responsibility, not merely a stepping stone to personal glory. When a leader's primary motivation becomes their next promotion, their next accolade, or their personal advancement, the team inevitably suffers. Decisions become self-serving, opportunities for growth are hoarded rather than shared, and the needs of the individual soldiers, employees, or team members are sacrificed for the leader's gain. True leadership isn't about seeking power, it's about wielding responsibility for the benefit of others. A good leader uses their rank and authority not as a club to dominate, but as a shield to protect and a tool to serve their flock. Your position grants you influence, access, and decision-making power. The effective leader leverages these assets to create a secure and productive environment for their team. This means actively removing obstacles, fighting for resources, advocating for fair treatment, and defending their people against unfair criticism or bureaucratic nonsense. One of the worst jobs, and best jobs, that I ever had was as a Special Forces Battalion Executive Officer, or XO, which is number 2 in a unit of 500 Green Berets. As a Battalion XO, I had to go to the group headquarters every 2 weeks for what we called the Command and Staff meeting. My colleagues just wanted to look good in front of the colonel. But because my loyalty was to the men in my flock, not towards getting promoted, I went to this meeting to draw blood with the group staff to get more resources and support for my men. I would take the time to prepare for each meeting, I would go line by line through the presentations and spreadsheets, and when it came time for the meeting, no one was more prepared than me. I would antagonize the S4 logistics officer because we were the last battalion in the last group in all of SOCOM to get the newest generation of NVGs and optics for our weapons. I would grind the S6 signal officer for not fielding us new computers or radios more quickly. I would confront the money guys because the group headquarters travel budget was growing while my training budget was getting smaller. I hated and I still hate meetings, but I used them to get more resources for the soldiers, not to be a yes man and look good in front of the colonel. Perhaps the most defining characteristic of a truly great leader is where their primary loyalty lies, to those under them, not just those above them. It means providing honest, unvarnished feedback about what's actually happening on the ground, even if it's not what the higher-ups want to hear. It means pushing back on unrealistic demands or ill-conceived plans that would unduly burden or endanger your people. Your team needs to know that you're their advocate, their voice, and their fiercest defender within the organization. When I got my commission, I swore to protect and defend the Constitution, not to protect and defend the brigade commander who isn't wearing any pants. A few times in my career, I had to work for total jerks, but a fat major who transferred from 10th Group sticks out as one of the worst. He didn't think for 1 millisecond about anything but himself and his career. I can't tell you how many times he told me he was disappointed in me, how many times he yelled at me or said that I was not supporting him. But I couldn't. My conscience wouldn't let me allow him to walk all over us for his own benefit. I suffered that year, but I protected my men as best as I could. Thankfully, his ego didn't get anyone killed, and he eventually left. Leadership isn't about being the smartest, the loudest, or the most decorated. It's fundamentally about service. It's about the quiet, consistent commitment to putting your people first, safeguarding their interests, fostering their professional development, and inspiring them through genuine care and selfless action. Because this mindset works within the most intense, lethal, and elite military units, it will also work for your team or your business. When you lead with your heart, with your loyalty directed downwards, and your rank or position used as a tool for protection and service, you'll cultivate trust and build strong teams that last. If you're looking to learn more about leadership and learning from the best practices of military leadership, then I invite you to learn more about our free military leadership course taught at the Special Operations University. I'll leave a hyperlink in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to join my Life as a Special Operation team, and be sure to forward this video to a friend or family member who needs to see it. Life is a special operation. Be the hero.